If someone were to ask me what the overall story of Cuak is, I would basically tell them it's about a guy named Adam
who's on the verge of getting married. He's heading for his akad nikah.
And like most men, I think, has doubts.
And he looks back at 5 chapters in his life to assess, how much he loves this girl.
And so the film examines 5 reasons why the guy is having second thought.
It's about people who are unsure of themselves and unsure about this institution of marriage.
And the movie is basically a personification of all these thoughts by each director.
We thought it'd be really cool if we could make everything somehow intertwine, which is easy on paper.
Back in 2006, I believe, 2006, 2007.
Michael did have this idea for a while. Every like couple of months, a couple of years, he'd bring it up. Hey, hi.
Wouldn't it be cool if we get like a whole bunch of local filmmakers up and coming, right? Who are very good at a particular style of storytelling, and all of them are very different. Put them all together and make one movie.
I really like the idea of, like, if you took all these guys and it's like, okay, we're all gonna do our own separate thing, but it's all gonna combine into one thing somehow.
So in a sense, you're watching one story, one narrative, but you're getting 5 different views or 5 different segments of it, different styles.
It's a bit of an experiment, I think. It's a bit of a creative experiment, and it's a bit of a creative playground where these 5 people can come together.
I've always wanted to work on a collaborative effort, with other filmmakers who are trying to make their mark.
Well, initially when I first heard about the project, it wasn't Cuak.
There was a lot of brainstorming. It's a lot of brainstorming because you have 5 different directors with 5 different opinions.
The way Mike and Kai organized it was so that all the filmmakers met together and had their brainstorm sessions.
We were sitting in this very room, and there were a few of these kind of just brainstorming ideas.
I can safely say that from the point of all the directors meeting and developing the story to the point of the movie actually going out for shoot, it was probably easily a 6 to 8 month process.
And then I think everyone regrouped again when the short films were put together, and then we explored like the tempo of the film, the pacing.
It's going back in the future, into the present. It's going back into the past, into the present. It's kind of time-wise, it's going all over the place.
Because the short films are broken up. Like each short film has 3 acts, so they're broken up throughout the movie. So, there were a lot of discussion as to which bit goes where, which bit should come, before, after.
It's cut very dynamically, I think. And I think it's got such a diverse kind of tone to it across the whole movie. So I think it's truly rojak lah.
It was only during the actual production of the shots that the directors worked independently, but other than that, we worked together to make sure that, the story's connected well.
I find the idea really exciting. I find I hate being a recluse. I still am a recluse, but I'm a little bit less of a recluse after this.
It's not every day that you get to work collectively with other filmmakers on one thing, this one baby.
I don't think any other Malaysian film has done that.
It's almost like a smack to the face of people who seemingly have an idea that films are the way, a particular way, and that there's no way to go about making films. There are no rules to filmmaking.
People would probably immediately, just from the concept itself and from the nature of the film, being an independent project, would brand it as a niche market product. So I'm hoping that it breaks out of that.
I hope people embrace the spirit in which this movie is made, and I hope people, join us for this ride and feel comfortable enough to kind of tell us what they really think.
It's the kind of movie where I hope people come out, and even if they don't like it, they want to talk about why they don't like it. I don't want them to, as opposed to not liking it because they think the story sucks. I don't think that'll happen. I think more people won't like it maybe because they won't agree about a certain point of view, which to me is great. Like, you don't like about a certain point of view, talk about it, discuss it. Just, I like the idea that could happen.
This film is an experiment from its conception right up to its screening, right up to its exhibition. And I hope that in the next segment, which is the kind of exhibition part, I hope the audiences join us in this kind of experiment.
I'm really glad that I made this film. I'm really glad that I made a film with 4 other, esteemed filmmakers, and it was a great process.
My hope for Cuak is when people watch it, when Malaysians watch it, Malaysians get excited about watching and supporting more Malaysian movies.
For me, if I can get a fair segment of the community to sit in and say to themselves, that is a movie that I'm proud of as a Malaysian film. What? Sorry, I got emotional.
So yeah, I hope that happens. I just hope people watch it, and then if they dig it, they're like, yo, who's this director? Tony Pietra? Man, he's got a great eye. I bet he's got a great... I want to get Tony laid. In a big bad way.